So today I wanted to do something that is a little bit more of an update for what I use currently in my bullet journals. I think it's been a while since I've done any kind of a video like this, so I just wanted to make an updated one because I'm sure, like all of you, your planning style evolves a little bit, and from the last time that I did this, I really feel like my planning style has gotten a lot more artsy, and I've implemented new things. So aside from, you know, the typical, you have to have a notebook, you have to have stickers and washi tape, I wanted to add a few things in that, flipping through my books, should I say, within this past year, I've noticed kind of things that I tend to use on and on and on. So I wanted to just talk about those kinds of things, and they may not be things that you have ever thought of, but yeah, so let's just go straight ahead into this video. So the main thing that I have implemented since probably this summer or so is matte medium. Now, I use this to help glue things down. You could probably also use Mod Podge for that, but, or Mod Podge, how do you say it? I don't know. Anyway, I use this to glue things down in my planner, whether it be pieces of paper, different things like that. I also use this to kind of help prime my page for watercolor and things like that. So this is actually just the package. I've already completely used this thing up, but I just have been refilling it because it's just a very handy little bottle that I can just throw in my drawer that I've got right over here beside me so that I can easily access it. So this may be something that you might not have thought of. So there's that. Favorite pen of the moment, or pens should I say, I've gone back to my Inkjoy. I still really love the microns and do still use those from time to time, but I have fallen back in love with the Inkjoys, and for some reason in particular, I just really freaking love this capped one. Like, I like how these feel in my hand. I think the lines on them are very, very nice. It just super pigmented black, and it's a little bit of a thicker line than what I have been using. I think with the microns I was really using, I started using the 0.5 and then I really went to the 0.2, which is pretty much a finer line, but this is the 0.7 and I'm happy with it. So yeah, Inkjoys. And then for my black pages, I am still using Blackout books. I absolutely 100% love the Uni-Ball Signo pens. I did try the Sakura Jelly Rolls. Hated it. I hate the white one. I hate that pen so much because it doesn't give me a good crisp line. Now, I will say sometimes I do have to go back over my lines with these, but overall, I'm very satisfied with them. And the reason I have two of them here is because this one here is the UM153, and I really use this mainly for like drawing boxes or when I want something with a thicker line to really stand out. But for just like general writing and stuff, I do try to reach for this 0.7. And it is a little bit of a thinner line, but I have multiples of this and only one of these, and it is time to get a new one of these because I'm really surprised how much I've used these white pens. I have used the colored pens and then the dual hybrid metallic pens in the black books, but I really just gravitate toward the white pens. So if you're planning on using a black book and you're not really much of a color coordinator, these would be really good options. All right, next thing for decoration. This is a super cheap one. I just picked up this book from, I think the Goodwill, paid maybe $1 for it, and it was an old library book. See, I ripped out the front little envelope thing, and used it in my journal, and I have just continuously used this book in my journal. I loved the way that it, you know, the pages are a little bit yellowed because it is an older book, and it may make some book lovers cringe, but I think it's a good way if you're not going to use it, like actually read it and keep it on a shelf. I do think that it's a kind of a cool way to recycle a book. So this is probably like the cheapest item, but it's very, very well loved. And I'm not saying this book in particular, of course, but just using an old book just in general, just to you can do like collages with it. There's all kinds of things that you can do with these old books, and I have really, really gotten into using book pages in my journals just to give it a little bit of a texture, a little bit of a pop. Next thing on my list are these Tim Holtz stencils. Oh my goodness. I love these, and they are stained. They're clean, but they are stained. I love using all of these in my journals, and I picked these up from Michael's, but I think they also carry these at Hobby Lobby, but they're a little bit on the expensive side in my opinion. I think these two came together, or maybe they all three came together. I cannot remember, but I really wanted to use some stencils on top of the stamps, and I've actually used these a lot more than I thought I would. So this is definitely an essential for me, and I use these more than just in my planner. I use these for art journaling as well. So if you just kind of want to create a cool texture, you know, do a little something extra with your pages, these are some good stencils. So I've been loving these. Next thing are watercolors. So this was the first little watercolor palette that I picked up. Wait, no, that's a lie. That is in fact a lie. I picked up the Prima metallic watercolor set, but I actually gave it to my daughter, so it's pretty much gone now. But I did go back and God, I've had this for months now, but I've been using these and really trying to watercolor more here in the past few months. But I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. It is from Prima Marketing. It is called the Classics. And I took this thing out because it's just in the way, but I do keep it in here just in case, you know, maybe want to pop it out and mix some colors. Great, now I can't get it out. Oh well, be all right. But anyway, the pan was like attached here, but I pulled it out. These two colors here are not included in this palette. These are some new colors that I just got from a shop that I will talk about just a second. But it comes with these colors, and they're just very basic, good colors to begin with. My white is a little yellowed, but it's okay. But yeah, these are all half pans watercolors, and they function well, really, really well. But I wanted to get some different colors. So in addition to the two colors that you see here, I've also gotten a watercolor palette that I've only had for a few days, but I can already tell you definitively, oh no, oh, disaster. Anyway, that I will be using these quite a bit, and I am so excited to be inspired and find new things to paint and use these colors. These are from a shop called the Sprout Creative. These are handmade watercolors, and I did an Instagram story, I think yesterday, which would have been Wednesday, and oh my god, like just the color swatches, I was so impressed by the quality of these watercolors. So it's definitely going to be a learning curve, because these are, to me, very easy to thin out. Some of the colors in here are going to be a little bit more tedious to thin out, but I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Plus, the smell of these is just awesome. They smell very spicy, and I love it. Absolutely love that about these. So, watercolors. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is stuff that you probably already have lying around or you are getting in the mail, and that is any kind of scrap paper, and that could be from, it could be old sticker paper that, you know, you might draw some little designs and doodles on, or it could be paper pads that you have just lying around, or any kind of little scraps like that. Like, I keep everything, and I had actually been holding on to this package for a long time, and this is just literally just the packaging that she used. Some shops, they have, like, you know, you get it shipped in an envelope with a little cellophane bag and things like that, but this particular owner, she puts a lot of love into her packaging, and I absolutely live for it. Like, we've got some little floral elements, we've got wax, and, you know, she paints on it and everything like that, puts my name on it. Like, love it. Love it, love it. So I've been, and she also uses different packaging with different textures, and I've really gotten into like textured paper and things like that. So I can definitively say I will have this package for a while, because I will be scrapping it steadily and using it. And also, honestly, that's a pretty eco-friendly thing to do as well, to reuse your packaging. So that might be something that you've never thought of. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. I am planning on doing some fun videos here in this next year. I don't know if I'll get any more film before the end of the year, around Christmas time. You know, it is getting to be that time of year, but I wanted to get this video out just in case you might be interested in something that you might not have thought of and kind of wanted to implement it, so it might make a good gift idea. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see future videos, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you over here. And with that, I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.